Now I have prepared some templates for crafting my next size box. Good. This can be a side for my box. So folks, hello to everybody. First of all, am I live? Yep, okay. Now I'm wanting to make 4-inch long box, for which I start with the side of the 4-inch long box. Okay, this is dull. The knife is already dull a little bit. Still no people? Yeah, somebody will come any moment. Hello, welcome to the live session. Somebody has come just. My name is Cristo, and I need a little bit of light, folks. The light is not very good. Okay, now let's put some light. For a better light effect. Alright, something like that. Okay, so now I need to measure my 4-inch side for a box that's gonna be a little bit big one. That one will be big 4-inch side. Good. This is gonna be the biggest box. No way. This happens sometimes. Okay. We can glue that. No, I don't like it. I don't like it anyway. 12 people watching. I want to craft actually. This is going to be too big box for 1-inch scale. Like 4-inch size. This is 3.5 inch. I don't know if I make such a big one. So maybe let's make a lid for this one, folks. You can see some of my boxes here. I have quite a lot of different sizes boxes. Like, check these. These are the tiniest one. The smallest one, beech wood popsicle sticks. Boxes. Just to show you, each cup of each box I prepare with these things here. This is details that make sure the lid of the box stays on its proper position and as per the body of the box. These are just some of the sizes. Now I am also into making these narrow ones. Those, check, the cup also has these details. Have you ever built a bird house? Hero Kraken. Hello everybody, come with me. Very beautiful, thank you so much. And just Michaela, hi, hello everyone. Folks, thank you for joining the live session. As per the Kraken question, I have not tried to build a birdhouse, but do you mean a miniature birdhouse or just a normal for real birdhouse? I've been thinking to do that, but since many people craft these birdhouses, I'm not sure if I'm gonna battle to also battle with this huge competition. Because the thing is, folks, maybe some of you are watching me regularly, watching my channel, maybe not. If you're a subscriber to my channel, just want to tell you that usually I used to post a lot of mountain nature videos, but recently, in the last month, I'm into an action plan to craft as per my big plan to craft a lot of different size miniature boxes. And Kraken, I can try making a miniature birdhouse. That's a nice idea. Thank you for this idea. I can also try maybe when I have the proper tools to make a real birdhouse and install it on my future eco house place that's nearby my city. I'm also in August I hope to be able to continue my eco cop house project on the land of my father and my uncle. But folks, now I'm into action plan to make a lot of miniature boxes with lids and already listing a lot of products on my website because my small company, my handmade business, I used to sell on Etsy from 2013 to 2020, but coronavirus ruined everything. So 2021 I released my website exyarts.com. Some of you probably know that. But the website hasn't been generating profit for the 5 years now. Hasn't generated profit, and my small company has been working with a loss. And I've been reading before, if you have a website, independent website, it needs like from 4 to 6 years at least to start generating decent revenue, because it's very expensive to pay for advertising for Google or for whatever advertising online. So that's why, let me bring a little bit like that, it's a better lighting. So I need to save my business. So that's my urgent plan now, to try to save my business. My accountant Zoya from our student years, she's my accountant, a friend of mine. She tells me that I need to do something in order to start generating profit with this business, because next year Bulgarian National Revenue Agency can force close my business as it's not generating profit. The it's not necessary they will force me to close it, but I'm just trying to have some plan of action. Also, shopping season is coming. Shopping season is coming end of August. People start shopping much more, because online sales drop with 80% in all of the different economy sides of it. All different types of online businesses in June, July, and August drop with 80%. And my website has been making 1, 2, 3 sales per month. I pay to Shopify for the hosting and for the platform, for the website. Also, I pay self-insurance in order to be able to have the company and the website. I pay self-insurance every month, and this is one of the biggest expenses of the business. And this is one of the biggest reasons my business hasn't been generating profit. But the loss per year is about, the first 3 years the loss was about 400 euro per year. That's not a big deal, but so far my handmade business since 2021 hasn't been feeding me at all, and I have been feeding the business, you know what I mean? Which is worrying my family, myself. And I have been doing this 13 years now. From 2013 I started selling on Etsy, but until 2020, but Etsy gives you advertising from time to time, gives you a lot of traffic of customers. I had a lot of customers, already more than 3,000 customers since 2013. I sell abroad, I sell worldwide my crafts and arts. Oh, sorry folks. So, you know, I need to do this urgent plan to save the business, folks. So, my idea is to make box monopoly, kind of, with, let me show you how many different, all of these boxes you see here are with different sizes. Every single box, these two are the same, and these two only those two are the same, but all of these, the rest of them, these for example, one of them is just a little bit longer. So I have been researching the market for 1/12 of the scale or 1-inch scale doll houses. The sizes what people are looking for. I already have also this brown variation with detailing, and the first brown with lid without detailing. All of these in the future I will have them also with light brown variation, dark brown variation, but as for now, all of these boxes are each one of them in different sizes. And I have available, of course, already on the website. I have listed different sizes, like two box sets, 3 box set, 4, 5 box sets. Soon I'm gonna start listing 6, 7, 8 box sets, and 9 and 10 box sets and more. I already have one available, the tiniest ones from these, 9 box set on the website, and 10 box set from the smallest to the bigger one. Not all of them, because I have like 20 or 22 different sizes already. At some point I'm gonna have like 20 pieces in one set, 20 different sizes. You know, remember, for now all the sets are with each single box is a different size. So far the 10 box set is the most interesting, I think, and the 9 box set also. The 9 box set is kind of all of these smaller ones, you know, kind of something like that, plus that one, I think. And I will include a lot of different combinations of boxes in the future. Then later on my plan is to have them in light brown variation, then dark brown variation, then other colors, like I already, these are not listed in the website, like purple crates, you know. I have one purple box with detailing like this one available on the website. No more comments, just wanted to check. Thank you for the fingers, for the likes, folks. Thank you so much. Today, for example, I made also variations for brown miniature. I had this in clear color, clear wood color variation. On the website, that's a Euro palette in 1-inch scale. You can see that's a properly sized miniature Euro palette in 1/12 of the scale. And this is small side or end table, just next to the miniature sofa or something. And of course, those 2 tables for 4 chairs, both of them. This is a proper dining table for 4 chairs in 1/12 of the scale. This is just a smaller one, like for the garden or for the balcony, just, you know, something like that. Then I'm following my plan, and today I will show you how I craft some of these boxes. For example, this one needs a cup, needs a lid. I already glued the bottom of it, and the lids are like I use, yep, like one of these. I need to remove the curved end of the pre-made plates, 3 glued together, 3 at the same time. Sand a little bit to refine. Yeah, this is the start of the cup. Comment below if you want to ask me questions, or if you want to say something. Hello to everybody that just joined the live. Okay, friends, let me change my knife. This is dangerous tool. Be careful when you use maquette knives. This one can be a spare one, just in case. Might be used someday. Now take a new one and very gentle, very gentle. Good. The rest of them too, or yes, 2 altogether. I have more of these, don't worry. Now let's cut from the other side. Okay. Now it's ready to easily break and needs to refine the edge. And now check the length. This is going to be the cup. The length is good. Just a little bit sanding will need shortly. Now I'm gonna cut the excess wood from both of the sides. Good, almost cut. And I use these for extra detailings. I gather those for my detailed boxes, you know. Now sanding a little bit. To refine. Then need to cut the next side. Okay, 3 people here. Thank you for staying with me, folks. It's raining outside. Oh. Sand a little bit. Now you see how the lid is being formed. Need to sand more this side. It's a little bit longer than it should be. And a little bit wider. Don't over sand. Need to check again with your fingers to be nice and smooth on it. And I think it's now perfect cap, perfect lid, okay, perfect lid. Just a little bit on this side to look nice. Okay, folks, now as you see here, I would want to add these details. It makes them first stronger. The lids look a little bit nicer like that. But most of all, this is practical. I do this for properly positioning the lid on the box body, you know. It helps to secure the lid on its proper position. All of the boxes are with such lids. They have this. You can see even the tiniest ones got this, right? And this little square one, some of them can be nesting in one another, like this one can be nesting here, like a matryoshka. Okay, this one is 3 by 3 by 3 centimeters square one, which is 1.25 inch each side. I have this variation, this size with detailing like this one, in clear wood variation and light brown, dark brown, and also turquoise, available on my website. Now I'm gonna make the details. I'm gonna choose two small pieces, you know. I think this is too thick. I prefer for the smaller lids the details to be like a bit tinier, because it looks more cool, more nicer. Okay, I like this one. A bit tinier now. I need to size it. I have experience with these, folks. Cut, then break, sand it a little bit on the sanding paper. Then what I do, I want to check if it's okay. This one is for this side, still needs a little bit of sanding to be better. I think it's good. Yep, that's for this side. Now next one. Is this one. I need to sand it a little bit though. You know, sometimes I catch with that for easier sanding. Now, like that, make your mark 2 millimeters from the edge, because the popsicle sticks are 2 millimeters thick, and you need this to be properly able to enter like that and easily and smoothly, you know. Hop. Good. Now I will have to glue these on the lid, and my way for gluing this, I have this spatula. The glue is not coming yet. Good. Now take one of the pieces, apply gently some glue on the little board, on the tiny miniature board, then apply it on the end. The other one. Just a little bit more glue. It's a little bit tricky, but not impossible. Next one. Don't press them yet too much. Now you want to size this compared to the, see, it's not the best one, so I'll need a little bit towards the inner side. Okay, now you can press already. Check again. Okay. Good. Now I will leave this to dry, and when it's dry it's ready to use, and put the lid on top of the box and start using it. So, any new questions? Not yet. Welcome to the newcomers, to the new people. Now, these details I'm gonna reuse. These are very tiny particles. So, what is next? So folks, my next, I already made like 22 different sizes, which are, most of them are standard sizes for 1-inch scale dollhouse miniature boxes with lids. These are not standard ones, so from now on I can improvise. But what I would love to do is, so for example, this one is 1.5 inch by 1.25 inch by 0.75 inch. This one I need to save for the box sets that I'm gonna make product photography of. Bit later, when I picture all the different combinations of different box sets, oh, I'm sorry folks, I am going to list them on the website, and then after that I'm gonna start painting them all in light wood variation, and make them in those light brown in all the different sets, picture them again. You know, it's gonna be a long process in the next month. In August I continue making this kind of box monopoly. I call it box monopoly, folks. You know, I want to offer on my website the widest variety of miniature wooden handmade boxes with lids in 1/12 of the scale on the entire planet. Well, for this plan, in order to probably have the widest variety, I'll need a couple of more months in order to create all of them, to picture them, to edit the pictures, to list them on the website. So it's going to be an ongoing process of myself crafting, painting, picturing, listing, and so on. So far I have available on the website like about 17 or 18 different sets of clear wood variants, clear color wood. And next, though, until I picture them, I want to offer all of the different sizes, like each one of them, with details, clear wood variants, but with detailings, like that one. So what I can do now is I can start recreating all the sizes again, because these I'm gonna need yet to be without details for the next different combinations, you know what I mean? So I'll start to recreating all the sizes now to make them with the detailing as per these details, and this is going to be a big process. So let me start now. Prepare some tomorrow, folks, I need to buy some more sanding paper. I finished all the sanding paper, is already not working. It's very smooth already. So tomorrow I'll have to restock some sanding paper, but still I reuse some of them. This is kind of a better one. I try to reuse them the most I can. Refining the edge is so let's start with, this is one of the most standard size box. I'm gonna start recreating this one, and when I recreate it like that, I'm going to start adding the details on all the sides, which is a slow process, but it's worth it, because you see that I love the detailed ones. Also on the cup I have the details, and also these things on the lid. You can see the bottom of the box, the detailed edges, right? And I like this is beech wood popsicle sticks. I have quite a lot of material, okay, quite a lot of an entire box of this, you can see here. Absolutely fine quality. These I reclaimed and I saved them from the landfill in 2023. Oh, that's good for detailing. In 2023 I was working in the Netherlands for the entire year. For 1 year I was living and working in the Netherlands, and I was working in an ice cream factory. So every day in the working process in the factory, many of those ended throwing in the bin. When in the producing process some of these drop on the ground, we could not reuse them for producing the ice cream. They already been on the ground. You cannot wash them and use them after they've been on the ground. You know, they just threw them away. So I can tell you, in one box, in one such box, there were 10,000 of these pieces. Sometimes when machine operators change the box tears apart, or they drop the box accidentally on the ground, and all the 10,000 pieces were going to the landfill. This was just you know, every day tens of thousands of those ended being thrown away in the landfill every single day, only in that factory. This is a disastrous, folks, but at least all these ones I could save, and I brought with the luggage on the plane with me. So this is precious material for me. This is beech wood popsicle sticks with absolutely amazing grains of the wood, you know. This is just lovely material, right? Absolutely lovely, different grainings. I hope you see well. And so I will start recreating this boxy. First I start making the side of it. This I'm gonna save for the cup later on, and for the bottom I also use this. But yes, my spare ones, folks, my spare ones left from other crafting. Okay, just want to reuse some of these. Yep. Now this is going to be my side. I need to size it. I size it like that, you know. Check the length, then make the mark where you need to cut. This is the way I do it. Make one cut, make second cut, don't push too much the knife, but push the boards against the flooring in order for them not to move while you cut them. Now when you make a couple of cuts both sides, it's very easily broken. Rest of it can be refined with a little bit of sanding, okay? Next, a little bit, I'm sorry for this noise, but now check the sides. Yeah, we have the first side of the box. Now for the recreation. This one is 2 boards height. Now, again, next side, check where is the mark. 1 time, 2 times. Don't use your fingers, spare your fingers. This tool is very effective. This side is good, this side needs a little bit more. Then we check the sides. Good, just a little bit more. Don't over sand. Check more often, folks. Nice. Now I have those 2 sides of the boxy. The good things of these boxes is they are with lids, but you can use them as crates in your dollhouse miniature scenery. You can remove the lid every time. Now I have the sides. Now I have to recreate the 2 other sides, okay? The shorter sides. Now this 2x2 is useful for me. Refine it. Sometimes you can check your 90-degree angle if it is proper, you know. It's good to have proper angle for more perfect box end. Now again I size it as per this side, make the mark. I usually leave sometimes just a fraction of the millimeter more in order to have some space for sanding the side, you know. And there is the mark. I have experience with these things, so probably if you try to craft this yourself, make sure you properly measure and size everything before you cut. So this is going to be the side of it, okay? You can see. Now the next one. Yep. Okay. Needs a little bit. Cut it. Hop. One more time. Then turn around. Turn around. Like here is the mark. One more time, and it's easily broken. Check the sides now. Ooh, it became too long. gonna refine it even more. Still too long. Maybe you need to have proper surface. Okay, I cut it too long, but sanding paper easily resolves the problem. Just a little bit more. You know, my sanding paper has, all of them are finished now. I need to buy some sanding paper tomorrow. Good, just a little bit more. Usually it happens faster when you have good sanding, fresh sanding paper. All of my sanding paper is finished. Okay, 0 people watching now. Now let's make the gluing. We have all the sides for the box, and for the gluing you need to have an angle ruler. You take your glue, then I take the shorter side. You need to apply glue here so that it is coming like that, okay? You need not to be like that, but like that. The longer side to be the whole side. Then the other side will be kind of with this detailing on the from the side. So I apply glue on the edges just a little bit. Okay. Maybe you can choose which grains you prefer. Okay, this is a little bit of white paint left over, but this is just very little bit, and I'm gonna put it towards the inside. This is like that. Good. Now like that, then on the other you would like, I like that side to be the outside, on the edge of the board, and then on the next edge. Okay, just a tiny fraction. Okay, and now you apply and make tiny corrections if needed. Press them against one the other and check your angle compared to the angle ruler. Looks perfect to me. Sometimes you can make corrections. Just a little bit this way. You can turn it around. Check the other sides. Look around. Everything looks good. Now I'll have to wait to dry. I use this small spatula. I make this myself and clean it every time after I use. Now you would like to leave it cure for 5 minutes. This is 5-minute glue. So for about 5 minutes it's hardening, but it needs more hours until it's fully dried, of course. Alright, Tripo, I don't see it. I need to put something to be able to see if somebody is, you know, like over here. It's too wide for me. I can't see, you know, the number of people online. So something like that. I need a contrast to see whenever someone is online, because else, yep. Okay. you can leave it to dry and cure itself. And this hardened already, and you can check. It even doesn't drop. Well, it drops. The aim is not to not drop. The aim of these details is just to secure the lid on its position. The aim is not to drop, you know, it's just sometimes it happens though. So this is also ready. This is going to be a narrow and long kind of a set of 3 boxes. Narrow, long, deeper, not so deeper. And yes, this is gonna add up for some different combinations of box sets. Now we leave this other to cure. You might check again the angle. Okay, it's nice. When it's dried, I'm gonna apply the bottom of the box, and when the bottom is dried, I'm gonna make also the lid of it with the details. But now this was this box. I started recreating that box. Now this is recreated. The next one I will recreate its mother. These can be nested in one another. Okay. Totally nesting in that one. Of course, it's not very practical to nest them in one another, because the aim for this is for your dollhouse storages, alright, to storage something. You can, as I mentioned, you can use them as crates without the lids. Sometimes in different sceneries, you can use them like crates or like lid box. Now next one, I will recreate this one. As you see, for this one I need 3.5 boards as a height. For 2.5, sorry, 2 whole boards and 1 half. Okay. And I'm gonna take one. This is 4. I'm gonna save this for a lid. So I'm gonna take 3 and remove the ends gently. Make the mark. Okay. One more time, 2 times of each side, and then you use your tool. I don't know what's the name of this tool. Then you sand a little bit. Okay, so now these things, these spare parts, this can be useful for the shorter side later on. This also for the other shorter side. Okay. I have one small cup that was not the proper one for this tiny one earlier, the other day. I had to remake that one because I overcut it, you know, and oversanded it at one point, but I saved this for some other project. Now making this, no folks, yeah, this is not long enough. You like to refine the edges until good smoothness for better gluing later and for everything. Good. Now let's size the length, the longer side, like that. Cut one time, repeat, turn around, check where's the mark. Usually a tiny mark is visible from the first cut, and then you simply refine the edge And that's gonna be the side, not yet finished, of course, because we need to make one of them half. And I do this like that, actually like that. Okay. And we need to remove this piece. Beech wood is tough wood, you know. Sand and you can see the side is being formed. That's gonna be the side of the box, but this will gonna be the bottom, actually, like that. See, right? We have the first side. Check the 90-degree angle. Sometimes it needs a little bit correction. Okay, now next side. Do we have it from here? No, it's not enough, you know, might not be enough. So I'm gonna just take another 3x3. This is gonna be a spare part for something later. Now I check sometimes the coloring, they're slightly darker or lighter, and I tend to make to choose similar colors, you know. Cut now the excess edges. Sometimes I don't see the mark, then I do that. 2 times each side, then your tool, be gentle, usually they drop off easily. Okay, perfect. Anybody here? Yeah, one person is still watching. Thank you so much for being with me. Okay. Now cut the side. One time, 2 times. Sometimes you need to change the knife edge to a new and fresh one. This one is still cutting nicely. Now, very important thing is to check if they're the same length. After that, you decide which one you want to remove, and I want to remove from this side. Good. It's not the best light. It's raining outside here, folks. Actually, that was not the cut. But anyway, now check. Yep, one of the sides is good. It needs only half of the way. Just do it. And should be perfect now. Yeah, both of them good sides. Now we need to make the other sides, the shorter sides. Any questions, folks? Nobody online for now? Good. Cut. Second time. Now need the mark. Now we have part of the side ready. Then we cut the excess wood to become the proper height of the side, somewhere here. These details I gather for some detailed work. Hello to the new coming people on the live. If there were just 0 people watching, 2 people were watching me now. Thank you for coming and stopping by. Now let's check the, it needs a little bit more sanding. Okay, good, good, nice, nice, nice. Now we have 3 of the sides ready. Any questions? The 4th side. Okay. It needed a little bit more sanding, folks, because it's not right angle. It was not the proper 90-degree angle now. And refine much better. Now, not like that. Oh, no. No, first check the 90-degree angle, actually not good. Still. Again, check the 90-degree angle, it's very important for the gluing process. Now then, cut the length of, cut the excess wood, a fraction of the millimeter more cutting, just to have a little bit space for refining with the sanding, because the sanding takes off a little bit, like a fraction of the millimeter. Oh. Don't over sand now. Check, it can just a little bit. Then like that. Okay. Be precise if possible, but never strive to be perfectionist. Okay. Sometimes the effect of the defect is very good thing. Almost cut. Nice. Anybody here? All right. Ask me questions, folks. My name is Christo from Bulgaria, and I am recreating this same size second time. This size of a box. Okay. Now let's check the height. Yeah, almost. Very tiny fraction. Now we're ready to glue, folks. How I do it? Somebody watching, 1 person. Now you want the shortest side to be to the bottom, the shortest boards, like that. These narrow ones towards the bottom, and you're gonna glue like that. And I use my tiny spatula. I have made this kind of spatula, you know. Then I apply some glue on that edge, on the shorter side, and you take the longer and glue that to the end, the inside end of the longer side. Leave it to cure a little bit. What you will want to do is also sometimes remove the excess glue. Okay, now apply some glue to the other parts 3 people watching. Thank you, folks, for staying with me. Thank you so much. Apply a little bit glue over there. Just a little bit more here and there. Don't forget, this narrow board towards the bottom. And now, delicately, very gently. Don't press too much yet, okay? Now you take the 4th side and you want to apply glue on the inner ends. Choose which side you would like to be the outside. For example, the grain, you know, the wood grain, depending what you wood grain like. Okay, it doesn't matter usually. You can do it randomly. And now, again, the narrow part towards the bottom. Before you glue, you want to make tiny correction. Hop, and then you glue and press them just a little bit. Don't press too much. Gently. Check your angle. The 90-degree angle is very important while it's drying, because if it dries not correctly, it's not a beautiful box and it cannot be used properly. Now press a little bit more and leave it to cure for a minute. As I told earlier to the other folks, I use 5-minute glue. I have hidden the brand, of course, with my handmade labels. I don't want to make advertising for free. Okay? Also, I don't want problems. Nice and smooth. And here I was starting to recreate the smaller one, already cured. Now I can apply the bottom to this one. And what I prefer to do, as you can see here, I have 4 boards, and the bottom also 4 boards. This one used to do in another way. That was one of the first boxes I did, like 3 weeks ago. And this time, for example, yeah, actually it needs 4 boards, and I would like to place them in the middle, not like that, not like that. In the middle becomes more interesting. Now let's see, this is just to refine a little bit. Then place your boxing. Good. Okay, it is a little bit dull already. When the knife is dull, it's better and more secure to have it more sharp instead of more dull, because when it is dull, you need to unintentionally sometimes press more, which is not good and more dangerous. Okay, refine the edge again. Be gentle, sometimes they can break, but it's not a big deal. Check now again. It's becoming a nice bottom. Still needs a little bit of okay. Now check how much we need to remove from both sides. It's something like that. When you remove the first side, you sand a little bit gently, and then you check like that. Try to not overcut. Okay. Now let me try some other paper. Don't oversand also. Okay. Number 1%. Feels nice. Just a little bit more. Okay. And yeah. The bottom is ready to glue, folks. I love this moment. The box is being formed, and I choose to glue it. Oh, that should be the bottom. Okay. Because of something I noticed earlier. Apply glue, and then check the grains, which grains you prefer to be on the bottom visible side, on the outside of the box. Then press a little bit, gently, very gently. Then take the box and just clean a little bit for future mordant coloring. It needs to remove the excess glue in order to be better. Now what you want to do is, in this point, is leave it under some pressure. This is very important, folks, because while it is dry, it's getting dry, it needs to be under some a little bit of pressure to glue properly. Okay, now leave it to cure for at least an hour or two, depending what glue you use, depending very much on the glue you use. This one we check again the angle, press again, always check the angle, not to, I'm gonna leave this to cure, but you see I already almost recreated the second box. 2 persons watching me. Thank you folks for staying with me. You know what time is it? Oh my god, folks, it's 11 o'clock and I live in an apartment block. I'll have to be more. Anyway, I think it's time for me to leave you for now and stop this live session. It's 11 p.m. here in Bulgaria, and thank you so much to everybody who watched me now. I will continue crafting tomorrow because it's 11 o'clock in Friday. Of course, it's Friday, but anyway, we strive to not make noise after 10 o'clock here in Bulgaria, like most places in the world, of course. So I will leave you. Tomorrow I'm gonna make an afternoon session live session on YouTube. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the comments from the people earlier, and one guy or one lady watching me. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel if you like what I show you, and most of all, if you like nature content, mountain nature content, I will continue posting nature videos, and soon I'm gonna post some new drone videos with my drone. So yeah, and I will continue tomorrow with my crafting process, folks. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now. But it is the Hicks. Yes. Bye bye and have a nice evening, folks.